I'm Fish.
I'm Poetic, and today we are at Abulon Antojeria del Mar. Excuse me, I'm going crazy there for a second, forgetting my Spanish. And we are here with Luis Alba, and he is our tour from Guayala Food Tours, and he actually brought us to this amazing restaurant to try some really good food. And we're going to actually ask him a few questions about the restaurant and what's in it. So, what is in it? That's a big question.
Abulon Antojeria del Mar is a restaurant in the neighborhood of Versalles. We were talking a little bit about Versalles, and Versalles is this upcoming gastronomic neighborhood in Puerto Vallarta. Abulon has really become this trend. The locals are the ones that come and follow it. Actually, it is more locals that come to Abulon than even tourists.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of this pioneer of seafood. How Abulon was born is very unique. The two owners are from a small little fishing village called Yelapa down the south coast of Vallarta. And actually the only way to access to Yelapa is by boat.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And the chef that runs all the food, his name is Sebastian. He's a school chef from Querétaro, and he has a chef degree. He moved to Yelapa so he can learn from the fishermen. I always say that the best way to learn is any traditional or any soul food is to go with the grandmas, to go with the fishermen. You go to the base.
Go where it's actually at.
Where it's actually at. That is correct. So Sebastian moved to Yelapa seeking for this experience of the fishermen. He met with Hugo and Sergio, or Checo that we call him. He met them in Yelapa. They kind of talked and they loved his cooking, and they thought that they could do something trendy, something unique in Puerto Vallarta. And here's this project of Abulon, 7 years in business.
Wow.
And you can see, look at this. You can see how amazing this restaurant. Most of the people here, or all the people here, are locals. This is the local trend. This is the new seafood place. This is the place that is the traditional ingredients elevated to a different
So we're going to be having tacos, octopus,
ceviche, or
aguachile,
and then this ceviche style fresh tuna mulata tostada.
Okay, so I guess we're going to go on in. So you're going to join us as we go ahead and get ready to try some amazing food, see how it is. I heard the octopus is nothing but amazing, just falls apart, beautiful.
And I hear about this magic food, so let's go and see and make it happen.
So the magic food has appeared on our table. We have a lot of very delicious looking seafood here. Let's start with the one closest to me. Can you explain to what we're seeing here?
Absolutely. We are seeing kind of a display of Abulon's specialty dishes. I'm going to be kind of telling you a little bit about it. This right here is almost to emulate a ceviche. This is called tostada mulata, and what Chef Sebastian has done is fresh tuna, fresh ingredients like cucumber, onions, and tomatoes, and then he wraps it, or he seasons it with this chili seco, or a dry chili, mayo aioli, a little touch of soy sauce. He puts it on top of a tostada, chicharron crust, which is pork skin crust, and a little bit of avocado. So you have all these creamy, fresh, beautiful, spiced ingredients.
That's crazy.
And then we have the aguachile negro, which is 3 of their specialties. Aguachile is a very popular dish in the Pacific side of Mexico. Well, all through Mexico, but the Pacific is like, especially Sinaloa, Nayarit, or even Jalisco, has really put the name out for aguachile. Aguachile basically is a raw or marinated shrimp, in this case, marinated with lime.
Okay.
And then spiced with black sauces, which means usually dry chilies and soy. Key elements or fresh elements like cucumber and like red onions are crucial in the aguachile. Then we have the display of tacos, because we're in Mexico, guys, and that's what we do here in Mexico. Tacos is 3 different specialty tacos. The chicharron taco, which is made out of octopus. So basically it's a fried, crunchy octopus.
Chicharron being this crispy skin,
crispy
and then
skin. Well, actually, they call it chicharron because it's crispy.
Right.
It's not really related to the chicharron family or to the pork. It's basically seafood.
It's a play on words.
It's a play on words. That is correct. Then you have the adobo octopus, which is made from spices, and then you have the pastor shrimp taco. That is the name of the salsa.
And pastor is the spice.
The spice that they marinated, or the spice that they season it
style
with.
of seasoning
and then
it.
the key, or like you have in pastor taco, is the key, let's say, citrusness of the pineapple. And last but not least, look at this beautiful grilled octopus. It's a charcoal grilled octopus with herbs or hierbas finas that we call. It's on the grill. It's simple. It's easy. It's perfectly cooked, and a little bit of fried sweet potato, and two salsas, which is kind of like a bechamel almost sauce, kind of creamy, and a salsa negra that is just elements of spiciness.
I'm excited. Okay, so let's see here. So what do we want to start off with? You want to try? Should we let's start with this one? This is this one.
Okay.
So the aguachile is very important. So the aguachile, you put it on top of a tostada, and you kind of make your own. I'm gonna bring a couple salsas so you guys can put on top of the aguachile. Salsas also with tostadas and with seafood. Salsas is a key element together with a little bit of lime. So you guys start doing your tostadas, and I'll bring some salsas over.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit more of this right here. I'm gonna get the shrimp. There's avocado, some onions. I'm gonna make this a little bit better here. Give me a second here. Okay, that's mine.
Listo. So my recommendation, they have a special black sauce. They use this a lot in the Pacific. Sinaloa is probably, Sinaloa, Nayarit, and even Jalisco, once again, is probably the state that uses this the most. It's just a chili salsa. You can try it.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of spicy. It has black chilies, a little bit of soy. It's super flavored. It's perfumed. I would recommend this salsa for this one.
Let's see. Okay, so it has a very spicy.
It has a very
spicy. But it smells like it's super very flavorful. Okay, and you recommend this one on this?
I recommend that. That would be the one I would put to this salsa, since we're sticking with the black sauce. Again, there is not really an exact science for this. This is just me being kind of
what's good on it? A foodie?
What's good, a foodie, and me with my experience of how I've ate all my life. This is how I would do it.
So let's see. It smells really good. It smells like a dark chili.
Of, soy.
It has like that soy element. Always a little dash of lime and a little dash of salt. I know we're working on our high blood pressure here, guys.
All right, let's do it.
It's gonna definitely change the key.
And we have lime.
A little bit of lime right here.
Just means I have to work out extra more at the hotel gym.
And there's the lime. As always. Ooh. Oh my God.
Tart.
I love it.
Because he does that every time and
it's
makes
good,
silly
though.
faces.
Woo. Okay. That worked though. You gotta love the flavor. That's so good to know about the salt and lime. I love that.
It takes an extra minutes to prepare, but guys, once you taste this, you're gonna see how worth this preparing little extra it is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God. Bro. That is so good.
As usual, I am Accident and Mexico Road.
Gracias.
So right away,
that is so good. What are you tasting? Did you taste the soy? Like the soy?
This is not
black
that spicy.
sauce?
Try it.
What I did.
Oh, you did?
Put
Okay.
it on. So right away, you get the layers of different sauces and the mixture, the moistures. The onions come through, the taste of the shrimpies. But then you also get the cucumbers, which comes as kind of like a refreshing later bite, not an after bite, but a later bite.
Yeah.
And just kind of completes the cycle of the flavors.
So I put a lot of sauce on mine because I said why not? Gotta add some sauce. So I taste like the blackened soy sauce on it. Then you have I like the fact that they put the red onions on it. I personally, if I'm making stuff like tacos like that, I feel red onions is better. Personal opinion. It just tastes better. Then of course the freshness and the niceness of the cucumbers. Then you got the shrimp on it, which you're right. You were completely right. The sauce on that though.
The sauce
it really does. It has a nice a nice spice. Tons of flavor, but it has a nice little kick to it, but nothing mouth kicking. It's too much. It just adds that really in-depth flavor to it. Honestly, it's just I wish. See, it's times like this. I wish we had sauces like this back home. I would put this probably on all my tacos.
These are just 3 salsas that we just picked, or that I usually. This is personal. I know in Mexico, and people that see us might have a different opinion, I would put this other sauce, and I always say, and even in my tours, I say, there is no correct way. It's not a science. It is more on flavor profiles.
Yeah.
This is what I've discovered that's helped my flavor profile that I really, really love. I always push people to do their own flavor profiles.
Yeah. I think you're right on it, though.
Yeah, not
it
for
tastes
nothing.
really good.
When we arrived, they had 6 salsas of this on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not for nothing. It's because people experiment with their
But
own
honestly,
flavor
I
profile.
think with that sauce, the soy with everything that's on there just adds a lot of things to it. It adds that extra like kind of umami flavor. You have
Exactly.
you have the spicy, the salty with the lime, the savory. So it exemplifies the shrimp and everything on it, and then it has that little bit of heat there, which Bob is learning about heat. So is it spicier than normal for you?
My mouth is tingly.
Perfect.
I need some,
So if you're
That's
someone,
a good sign right there.
if you're someone who likes heat, this is the sauce you definitely want to get. This is delicious. So avocado helps. Avocado is a big thing. You know, avocado, it'll help pull your mouth down as well.
So like it has a lot of flavor, but like I definitely could finger like 6 or 7 dabs on. Maybe I should have stayed with 5.
Stayed with 5 or 4, you know.
Right? Yeah.
Again, this is a good way to see.
But you have to try it to be able to find out where your tolerances are.
But in general, how do you like the flavor of it?
The flavor is really good. Has a little bit of the soy, a lot of flavors, and then the cucumber is nice. But then like the heat creeps up on you after the flavors come through.
So do you feel like if you would have done like maybe 2 or 3, you would still like the sauce
Well,
like crazy?
Unfortunately, the answer is we'd have to try it again.
So come
next
back
thing-
again.
Good thing for you. You have all these other to try
Yeah.
out because these salsas are not just going to go in that one. It's gonna go in every single one of the tacos. So
That works, that works.
We can prove our theory.
Okay.
Gracias, hermano.
First, I need to stop the burning first. Sorry, guys.
Water semi helps, but
Thank
okay.
you.
So I'm gonna pour this water here.
That's the meal.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, so you were telling us that there was different chiles, right? So there's, the chiles is like chiles.
okay.
But-
I heard cheetahs. I'm half deaf.
So no, so you said like
Different-
if you dry it versus fresh, it actually becomes something different.
Yes, actually. So there's an element of fresh chilies that give you different flavor profiles.
Uh-huh.
For example, the change of names of when it's fresh until when it's dried. So, like the example I've been putting is, we're gonna go with poblano. That is
Okay.
one of the most popular ones because we do chile rellenos.
Yeah.
So we do the chile rellenos, rajas con crema. That is what you had for breakfast this morning. You know, key elements like that give you a different flavor profile.
Yeah.
But then we also dried that chili, and once it dries that chili, it becomes a chili called chile ancho. And then that whole dried flavor becomes a whole different flavor profile of roastiness, of the dry elements of the chili. Serrano, for example, once you dry it, it becomes a chili called chile de árbol. That's a red chili.
That's what. Oh, okay. I see. I've actually bought that before. I
Yes.
bought chile de árbol, and I didn't know that was the same thing as serrano.
Exactly.
It's just a dried
Yeah,
version.
so it's
does
a
it get
red
does it
Serrano.
have as much heat or probably more
yes,
heat?
yes. It actually it probably increases.
Because dried
the
usually
heat.
increases, doesn't it?
So there's a lot of salsas that are used, or we use a lot of chile
Yeah.
de árbol to use the salsas. Or another example is the jalapeno chili. The jalapeno chili, once it gets dried, it converts into chipotle. And then chipotle is used for other types of salsa or even for
Oh.
canning salsa. So, you know, it has all these
Wow.
so different flavor. It's the
So-
same chili. It's just
same chili, very different.
Because I do
effects.
know when you dry it, especially when you dry it with the seeds, it just heightens that.
It heightens
But
the
that,
flavor.
The fact that it actually becomes that you guys change the name and it actually becomes a thing.
because technically it becomes a different
Actual
chili because
yeah.
technically the whole profile flavors change.
See, that's
Oh wow.
that's crazy.
Yeah, see, those are the kind of levels that you only find out through generations of cooking and passing
Yeah,
down the
and people actually
recipe.
knowing their
So
culture
actually,
and stuff.
these
Yeah.
these type of recipes or these chilies or the way we cook, the way we're influenced in our kitchen comes from the pre-Hispanic heritage. Our pre-Hispanic people have been here for over 3,000 years, and they just didn't build pyramids or a great city called Tenochtitlan. They influence a whole colony world
Yeah.
or our whole, food world that they ate for thousands of years and generations. So you have that element, and then you have the Spaniards or the Europeans that came to the New World bringing other elements towards the cooking. And then you wonder
actually-
why Mexico is one of the most beautiful or one of the best cuisines in the world.
I gotta
And it's
admit.
because of this mixture
Yeah.
of ingredients and traditions that we have.
Okay, so let's see. Let's try something next.
I think you guys are going to try a little bit of the tostada or the mulata tostada. Again, fresh tuna. It has tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions, and it goes kind of in this chili aioli mayo-based soy salsa. It's creamy. It's beautiful. It is, for me, it's one of the best tostadas that they have. And for this tostada, I'm always going to go with the black one, but don't overwhelm it.
I won't make that mistake again. I trust in people.
Don't overwhelm it. And with another little key, another little key of elements, and it's now this is the red chili element. So you have the roasted or the black chilies, and then you have the red. Do a couple drops of both. I want both flavors to wrap around.
I'm definitely like I love the. I mean, you can't go wrong with
I'm hooked on
it.
You're the chili one right there.
I love this one.
Just a couple drops of both. Again, lime and salt are probably a must and a religion. So
honestly, after you showed us the fact that you guys put lime and salt on it, it does make it different and it tastes better. It just tastes better.
It just tastes better. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot for those people that are worried about their high pressure. I mean, I get it, but you know, it doesn't have to be that much. It really, it's just a little sprinkle. It just, it really enhances the flavor profile.
It does though. Like I never used salt and lime, and then after you showed us, and it's like, okay, it actually makes a huge difference. It makes it taste, like you said, it enhances it.
It enhances
it really does.
Absolutely.
Now I know if I go somewhere here, can I get some salt and some lime?
I've usually did just
little soft, heavenly cues. It's just really good. Like you have both sauces. No, the sauces.
You see this vinegary kind of. Tastes like almost like pickled onions or like.
I was gonna say, is that the red sauce? That tasted something kind of pickled, and I wasn't sure what it was. Okay,
that's what it is.
See, it works out nicely. Can I actually get more of that black sauce?
Absolutely, the black one.
Yeah, that black one is. I'm kind of hooked on the black one. I know it's spicy, but.
Oh, look at that! That's the way it should look right there.
It's good though. It's you can't y'all if y'all gonna come here to Abulon, try the black sauce because I'm telling you, man. Oh my God, it is. That's the sauce that you got to live with. Like they don't. No, they probably don't. But do they, by any chance, sell that?
Yes, they do.
What?
Actually, that's why they're marketing.
Stop playing with me.
Oh.
You alive there?
That was a bad decision.
Yeah,
that's why they have it. I didn't know if they just have it marked because it's here.
Actually,
bro.
I put a finger dash full of the red sauce trying to isolate the flavor. That shot right straight to the back.
So basically, what I'm hearing is I'm definitely going to be buying the black sauce.
You're going to hurt me.
I'm buying the black sauce. I got to take some home. I mean,
it is quite flavorful. It's quite delicious. It's just, again, I'm unused to that style and that flavor. So it's very punchy in my face. But as you can see, for people who are grew up with those levels of spices, it's very flavorful. When mixed, just a couple drops mixed in with the tuna here, it was fantastic. It added the flavor without full of the heat element, and this tuna is just fantastic, full of flavor, a lot of soft chew. Like
it has a nice mouth chew to it. Well, that's the thing. Like even for you, like you said, if you would have had like just a drop or two, you still liked it. So it's one of those like if you don't like hot stuff, try it out anyways because honestly, it's not that hot. It's once you add a lot, it creeps up on you. But besides that, honestly. Like I'm buying the sauce. It's that good. Like you can't go wrong. Like it's fire. It's fire. You're 100% right. You said we tried on it. Like especially on the tacos, bro.
So everything we now see where these salsas are gonna go with the taco, and then you have the fresh salsa element that is gonna be a big thing also. With that they're gonna add with the tacos.
Like it's so good. And I like the fact that it's like vinegary, like a little bit of spice with the vinegar on it. It adds to that, and then you have the vinegar with the spice that adds to the hotness of the black sauce with the soy sauce on it, and it kind of just brings a whole new elevation to it, and it does kind of make it umami flavor because you have the salty, the sweet,
you got all those elements,
the lime, the acidity to it. And the acidity just makes it even better.
It's almost a shame how the way that we cracked it open, a beautiful presentation fell apart.
I blame your science of cracking.
Yeah.
So. What's the next one you want to try?
Let's go ahead and get into the tacos.
Let's get into the tacos. How about this?
Save the one that we
let's make some. Let's change for some space here.
There you go. So this, honestly, they're just tacos. We gotta just bite one and do the other at this point.
So again,
what are you
preparing it? This is a green tomato sauce. So it's green tomatoes, dried chili. They're roasted and they're converted into a salsa. Highly recommend it. Obviously, these two salsas are always going to be a must-do for me you have the crunchiness, you have a little bit of the spiciness, which is their octopus that they do, and then you have that pastor with the elements of the sweetness of the pineapple. So you have a bunch going on in this plate.
Are we just biting one half and the other half?
Yeah.
And just
So yeah, go ahead.
okay. Now, do you recommend the sauces on them?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah,
All right, so I'll put sauce on. I'll put the sauce on my half.
You know,
then.
I would recommend always salsas. Again, this is me and very personal. I'm always gonna put salsa. I'm always gonna put salt. I'm always gonna put lime. And
Okay.
again, don't overwhelm it. Just just to enhance the flavor profiles, because you also want to try the taco.
Right.
You also want to
Well,
try
and-
that
and
part.
that's why we
Don't
normally
forget this one.
we normally say, hey, you want to take the first bite without sauces so you can taste the ingredients,
Uh-huh.
and then you add the extra flavor
And then you have
on top
And
of.
I always tell everybody with tacos, you can do that. But I mean, tacos you eat it in
as a
three-
combination.
Now what is this sauce?
This is a green tomato, chile seco, and garlic sauce.
Is it like a hot sauce or no?
It's medium, I would say.
So
On
I
the
put it on
medium.
my side just in
You
case.
go ahead
yeah,
and
I put it
spread
on my
that-
side.
spread-
It's
spread that
Spread on it?
just a medium.
Okay. Look at you taking adventures here.
I take a venture.
Not too much on it. Adds great flavor to it. That oh man, yeah. No, I'm loving that one. I love this little garlic sauce. I'm telling you, I feel like a lot of stuff, especially with tacos, you gotta kind of have the sauces with them to actually complete it and make it good. But the shrimp on this was super tender. Then you have the nice, the black sauce, which obviously is just great, phenomenal. I'm buying a bottle, so. And then yeah, this garlic sauce which just makes it good. And then of course, same thing, the salt, the lime, it just adds that extra to it.
All this extra flavor. And then you have this amazing taco. Like we were talking a little bit, we should try the flavor first. Yes, it is a thing, but tacos is usually they come in smaller portions.
Yeah.
I personally want to have as much as the key elements with the salsa together.
Well, I feel like
in my taco.
certain foods you have to have the sauces that are known to come with it, because that actually is what makes the
Makes the taco.
Because not all food, you can taste it by itself, but not all food is meant to be by itself.
Yes.
Some is meant, like I feel like Mexican cuisine, a lot of it is meant to have those salsas because they're slow roasted. It takes hours to make some of the stuff, so it actually makes it so you should.
Get out.
This is one of them.
Get that lime right there. Put it in your mouth.
I've actually heard it's supposed to make it.
Take it out.
Because the acidity and the salt is supposed to cool it down, right?
It's gonna start cooling down a little bit by little.
Okay, good. We have more things to taste before
And
I'm
more
allowed to
things
die.
we're learning. So next one, you do the next one. So I think we need to put some salt on this one, and maybe just
Yeah,
one more lemon.
the same drill.
Same.
Where those
Salt's right there?
Oh, we just had the salt.
Right there, my brother.
Okay, so the still,
Just a little bit. We don't have to overwhelm it. There we go.
and then
Lime.
I was gonna put the sauces on it first.
All right, good. I'm down for whatever.
So
It's like
You're putting sauces on it. I'm down for whatever. I'm down for whatever at that point. That's a miracle for me.
What's
so.
a mathematical expression that you say that the order of the factors doesn't alterate the product? Is that correct?
something like that.
Something like that, right? I think I'm roughly translated from Spanish to English.
Yeah.
So you can exchange the numbers everywhere, and the result is the same. It's okay.
That's so
to do
funny.
it.
This is still like this is very shocking to me. But it's because he doesn't go like if it comes to okay, but he won't go out of his way to make a shot. But it is good though. It is. You can't not do it like this.
It is very tasty, and again, like
It has that good flavor.
I'm in pain with it, but like they are flavorful, they are tasty. Again, I'm just kind of a wimp when it comes to the raw heat of things.
And he's still trying it. So the fact that he's still trying it shows you that you want to try it if you're someone who's not into spice. Because he's not great with spice, adding more.
So, and this was
he's for sure
the
adventurous.
Yeah.
octopus.
Yes, that is the octopus. That's like a adobado octopus that comes basically a very similar salsa to what the shrimp was.
Gotcha.
Just very similar. And then this shrimp right here is deep fried. We call it chicharron. Chicharron again because it gets
the crispiness
the
of
crispiness.
it. Fire.
No, that level of chew, and the there's a lot of flavor packed into the octopus. It's quite good.
Thank you, sir. And for the adventurous like me, because we know
A little bit more.
you gotta add that.
Never heard it.
You can't go wrong. Let's find out.
I don't know if anyone else is trying that.
Try it. Bro.
So that has quite a bit, the level of chew to it. It has a lot of the flavor mixed with the sauces, and the sauce is already on there. It's a savory flavor, and then you get a bit of the pickled onions on there that adds
more flavor.
just a level of acidity to it. That's almost intense in the way that it flows through the process.
I like the added sauce, of course. It's a nice chew to it.
Yeah.
It's a nice octopus. It has, it's a nice chew, simple, easy. Breaks it down simply. It has a lot of flavor. It just adds a lot of flavor to it.
Cooking octopus is a just specific thing, right?
It really
Because
is. It
you
really
need
is.
to know how to cook octopus to give it to this level. You need to understand times. In Mexican kitchen, I would say one of the few things that understands time,
Yeah.
the right amount of water, the right, it's just has to be the right amount.
Okay, that's always exciting. And like we've talked to a few other people, like the way that you tenderize it. See, I know one guy who tosses it in his a used dry washing machine. I know a guy who they throw it. The fisherman throws it at the pier or a pyre of rocks.
So here, I would say two of the secrets about cooking octopus is one, you freeze it, so all the muscles will, let's say, will tenderize, and then cooking it the right time. So you boil
Boiling
it.
it, yep.
So it doesn't matter how we cook it.
That's how my grandma does it.
We
She
gonna
freezes
boil.
it and then she boils it. You gotta boil it for a certain amount of time because if, like you were saying before, if you boil it too long, it can become rubbery.
Rubbery.
You do that at a certain time. Like when my grandma makes octopus, I'm telling you, bro. You could take a spoon and just right through it.
That's what you
like,
want right there. So we always boil it basically for everything. We never eat it from raw to like a grill. Boil it, and even though it goes grilled,
You added some.
Did you?
Yes.
I saw him.
Did you?
I put it on this one, and then I went over and I put
You
it in
did.
that one. Accusing me of things I've already been. Blah, 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 blah. Watching you.
It's bomb though.
But
This is a
we
good
look
sauce.
Nice, crispy. And even
Oh,
makes
that's
us
funny.
sound, even after all the time that we've been sitting here talking about before we got to it.
And you said this one is a kind of like a vinegar sauce, yeah.
yes, that's a chili vinegar sauce. Actually, this is very similar to that sauce. It's called huichol, and it's a local sauce. Huichol is basically what we use for a lot of seafood here. That one is very similar, but I like that one particularly more because for me it just has much more of that roasty flavor. You could really tell, right? You could really flavor that sauce. So for me, I like that one a little bit better, but both of these would work or do its
Yeah.
part the same.
And what's interesting with this one is like it has a really huge depth of a chew to it and a crunch. Mm-hmm. And as you were talking, like because it has that crunch, it has almost like the pork skin level of flavor.
Exactly.
To that, while you also get the flavor of the octopus at the same
So
time.
I think it just reminds you of the chicharrón. The chicharrón is a pork skin. It's a pork skin that is fried. So your palate, I think, much more relates it to that type of contact or to that type of texture.
The guacamole on it, and then the crunchiness of the
Crunchiness, the guacamole.
and the vinegar on it. Oh my god, that entire combination is just really good. I mean, I love the fact that this is very heavily vinegar based because it adds that a little bit of acidity to it, and it kind of breaks like the crunchiness down a little bit, and makes it so it's like it's good. It's delicious.
Okay, well, we're sadly coming down to the last plate. The one that we've been looking forward to the absolute most.
Let's make some space here, guys.
So we're gonna be super excited for this.
Yeah, it's probably one of their key elements, one of their key, I would say, dishes. Octopus is very popular here for two reasons. One, because we love octopus.
Amen.
And actually, curious fact, and I'm gonna throw a little bit extra. It's funny that my kids love octopus over all the seafood. my kids, and this is how used they are to octopus. And also, I mean, we could get it fresh.
Yeah.
We could get it right here from the bay.
Yeah.
A lot of the octopus that we have comes from the bay.
Nice. That was something that I had noticed when I had come here previously, was that literally the fishermen would come up onto the beach, sell it to the hotels, and somebody at the hotel would go, I want that fish to be cooked for me later this evening.
Exactly.
And that's just always something super exciting to see.
Exactly. So, yes.
So please, cut it open. Let's find out.
You're gonna.
We could just cut pieces.
Yeah,
on
look
it.
at cutting it. You're gonna notice the tenderness.
I have to cut it.
And this right here, you can just dip it a little bit in this kind of like almost like a brisket sauce, I would say. Kind of like creamy elements.
Wow.
The tomatoes, and then try this little roasted chile. They do the agua chile with this.
Soft.
Soft is beautiful. Almost by its own is really good. And if you guys were wondering if I would add lime to this, I would. But I want you guys to you guys to enjoy it the way it is.
I would add lime to it too, though.
I would personally I would add lime to it because I just think it's
my teeth just sunk right through that. Like, I've had a lot of dental work done, and my teeth sunk right through that with no problem. That orange sauce is just full of flavor. That one actually isn't spicy at all, by my white boy standards here.
Curious fact or fun fact is that it's actually a roasted sauce, and the chef uses it a lot for basic foods.
It is not spice.
It's just super flavorful.
No, I was causing trouble on that one.
It's good. It's definitely. And then you said it's a mole sauce.
It's
similar to
a mole sauce. It's not really a mole sauce. I would say it's more of a. Again, we're gonna go, and I'm probably gonna be saying this a lot. It's more on the dry chili element sauce, and we like to play around with these type of flavors. This is what we do.
Did you try the fried?
I'm actually not picking up much flavor from that, and much
really.
This parts that parts of my tongue that is touching is not picking it up.
It's a very light sauce.
I'm
it's very
getting
light.
a little bit of the saltiness of it, but I'm not getting.
Not getting the element.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something in that sauce because of the way that you guys
it's light.
are talking about it.
And did you try any of the? What is this?
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet
so
potato?
they're laminas or little lemons of sweet potato, and they get deep fried. And then if you get a little bit of the octopus, you get a little bit of the salad down here. It's in a vinaigrette. You get the sweet potato, and then you dip it a little bit, like everything together, so you guys can see. I think that's the way to do it. So you get a little bit of the sweet potato, a little bit of the.
Real quick, y'all, we're gonna have our cameraman come over here. You gotta try some because this is just it's good. You gotta come and try this. It's just smart. What was, out of all the things, what was your number one that you liked?
So for me, as always, whenever we have octopus, the octopus is the star of the show for me. I love the chewy texture to it. The way that it gets grilled is typically just always great to me. The orange puree here was fantastic. It was very lightly on the heat, but great on the flavor, and just it was super, super tender.
Now, did you like this more than the tacos?
I would put the octopus ahead of just everything.
Even over the tuna. That's what I'm saying. Don't forget the tuna.
Tuna, I think for me was number 2. Like, I love the tuna. It was fantastic, very tasty. But again, just like
that would be.
It's number 2 just because I love the texture and the flavors of octopus more.
See, I would do the octopus first.
Fantastic.
The octopus is my first one, same thing, because of how soft it was.
Trying to give me a trap.
But the tacos was my next one. Especially the chicharron one. I mean, you got the crunchiness, the sauce, and then obviously with all this on it, it just adds that flavor. So probably this first, the tacos next. Then what else we have? The little. Oh no, I forgot. Oh.
The shrimp, aguachile.
So no, okay. So I want to fix it. So this is my first one. Aguachile second. The tacos is probably second also though. I gotta kind of balance that one out. Yeah, they're kind of on the same.
We have the tuna tostada.
And the tuna, I like that one, but that was definitely my third one. But yeah, the aguachiles. That with the salsa you took, bro. Yeah, that's honestly the whole entire meal was just really there.
So
it was good.
For the average tourist coming through this area, what kind of price range would something like this be?
Let's say it would be, so this is more of an elaborate restaurant, I would say.
Pretty
So,
upscale.
Not upscale, I would say it's a upscale, but in a cool level. As a matter of fact, Abulon is probably one of the least expensive, but one of the ones that offers the most quality of food. So just to go wrap around, the tostada was about 80 pesos,
Okay.
So about
$4. The taco element is like 100, I believe 150 pesos, which is on the $8 range.
$6,
That's not
$7,
bad.
$8.
Seven,
yeah.
$8 range. This octopus right here is a little bit more expensive, and this goes now on the, I would say, $12 range.
Okay.
Wait, you said 12.
$12 range.
Like American.
American money, yes, $12.
12.
Yes, that is correct.
Here's the thing.
And
You're
he's
saying
actually-
expensive.
He's really surprised by that because something like this back home would be $50, $60.
Yeah.
Well, I know for a fact I've been to a place that had something not like this, but octopus that's on a certain, like big, and it was probably an easy 30, 40, easy. And depending if you go to a really high, like Ruth Chris, something like that, you're probably paying $60 easy. So the fact that this is 12, come here. Come here,
give or
that's
take.
not bad.
I mean, obviously the fluctuation of the
Yeah,
dollar
with
that
prices
goes
and
up
stuff,
and down.
yeah.
So let's just put it
But
between
even then, it's
12 or 15, which is not a whole difference of a
yeah,
range
which
price.
even then it can be 20, and it's still the fact that it's that delicious and what it
Exactly.
comes with, the presentation, how they do it, the food and the savoriness. Even then, it's still worth the price.
Exactly.
Like I would pay money for this compared to what I had back home.
what you have back home, and the aguachile is about $8 as well. So let's
That
say,
I would eat 10 times.
So
that would
let's
just
say
fire.
this: if you add up all this meal, it would be on the $30.
Which once again,
With tip and-
this would probably be an easy, probably honestly 80 to 100, easy.
80 to 100
Yeah,
bucks.
so-
back
Yeah,
home.
you
So,
guys
like,
spend $35, $40 on the whole.
you're
Yeah,
getting a high quality meal for very reasonably priced.
great atmosphere,
The good
relaxing.
atmosphere. It's
Buy the sauce.
outdoors.
See this sauce right here? This sauce, buy it. It's delicious. I'm buying one. It's awesome. Do not forget it. Remember, lime, salt, and the sauce on everything.
That's the most important thing.
That's
for
the most
sure.
important thing.
For
But
sure.
we're gonna definitely end it right here. We're gonna put everything of the description for this place below. Let you guys know if you come here, come to Abulon. Definitely try it. Try the food. Try the octopus, man. Order everything. Just order everything. Honestly, just order everything. Order everything they have here plus more.
I know we say stuff like that a lot, but truthfully, like we've only like once or twice ran into a place where we weren't just absolutely super impressed by the food, and like each time we go to the next place, we're like, this is even better. So like,
Well, our big thing is too, we want to help mom and pop places. So
And there's
support your
just so
local
many great
community,
ones.
support your local restaurants. Show them the love by doing it. Let them know the Warner Food sent you here. Come here, support them. If you don't like this, hit that dislike button twice. If you like it, comment, let people know. Other than that,
as always,
what do you think? Keep on wondering.
keep on wandering and enjoy, guys.
Yeah, this food, bro. I want a box for this.